being different isn't being weird. It's all about being set apart. Welcome to the Source Era podcast, where every true story has its source. It's always a beautiful moment with you, MM. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much, Etito. You're looking great as always.
Thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate.
You're welcome. How is everyone doing? Welcome guys to this Source Era podcast once again. I'm always excited to be here with you guys, and it's just an opportunity to say thank you so much, you guys, for always being here with us, for always listening.
Yeah.
Definitely wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys. So let's just get in and dissect and talk about what we have for you today.
Yeah, so quick one. If you have not be a part of our community, you can do well to check the link on the description. You can join the community, and also if you have not subscribed yet, do well to just click the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications so that you can always receive our new podcast. So today we are going to do a very beautiful thing. We are going to express ourselves again as we always do. So natural.
Definitely.
Uh, the topic for this podcast is quite so intriguing, being different.
Mm.
So, Emem, what do you think being different is all about?
Yeah, being different is relative in the sense that it has to do with not just your outlook, but who you are as a person. It has to do with how you think, how you reason, your relationship with people, your communication, virtually everything. Now, being different could be that in a place where you find yourself, or let's take the society at large, where people are behaving in a certain way, the culture
Yeah,
where you find yourself, the environment where you find yourself. It's it's a normal thing. Culture itself, the culture there is a norm, but you being in that in that place or in that situation, you may tend to reason in a different way. You may tend to reason differently from the way the people there reason.
and also do things differently, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So being different comes from your personality, and then it transcends into how you relate with people, your communication, and definitely.
Okay. So in the aspect of the outlook, let's touch a little bit of on the outlook part of things. So when it has to do with the how people look, there are people that when they show up, they look so different than the other persons,
Yeah.
people that are there.
That's
So
like the first thing you see about a person.
yeah,
When
yeah,
you see a person, you can already say, oh, this person is
yeah,
different from
from
the other person.
yeah. So these are the things we want to really deliberate on because even whilst trying to be different, a lot of
Mm.
people still make mistakes.
Yeah.
They not just like a mistake, they don't really understand the concept of being different,
Mm.
and they play down on the rules because you know I think there are still rules to being different.
Yeah.
You cannot say you want to be different and then you are doing something that hurts another person, or you are doing something that is outward awkward,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So
Being different really can put your neck on the stake, in
mm,
the sense that if you're going into a place where people are doing things in a certain way, it only makes sense that you try to adapt.
absolutely
Yeah, you hear people say that if you're in if you're in Rome,
wrong.
yeah,
Behave
behave
like a
like the
Roman.
Romans. So it could be that being different definitely will come with a cost,
Mm,
and then there is also a good price to pay to it. And then, so when you're in a place, it has to do with the way you see things, your perception about things, or about people. You just need to know when to be different.
okay, let's just hold it up there. Um, let's just tweak this in before we now get to that point where we are going to. Are you different? Are you really different?
Of course, I'm different. I'm different. I don't look like you. I'm a girl, you're a boy. So
Yeah.
I'm different biologically,
Mm.
physically,
Intellectually.
yeah, definitely. We are different in the way we may think alike. You know, it will be beneficial for us to work together like we're doing now. But in other aspects of it, we are different. There are things you would normally do, and it's okay with you. But for me, it will be different. But that doesn't mean that we are different people. It just means
Perspective.
yes. It just has to do with perspective.
So yeah, and getting to the perspective side of things, um, I've always been around people who um, share their own beliefs or share their own you know what they love, their likes, and then you yourself you may feel like they are not really they are not really doing the right thing, but to them they feel that they are doing the
Yeah.
right thing. So to me, I just sat down and brainstorm on what being different should be, and I discovered that so many people feel like they are doing different thing or they are being different, but
Okay.
actually they are not.
It's a normal thing
Yeah.
for them.
So how can you come into that? How can you? What do you have to say to some people that try to act different but they are acting wrong?
Mm, in this sense, I would like we're talking about perspective when someone is being different and
It's wrong.
yeah, it's wrong.
Mm.
It has to do with the culture.
Mm. How the person
Yeah,
could it be
I
how the
spoke about.
person was raised or something like that,
Well,
or could it be a belief system?
it's both. It can be both ways.
Mm.
Yes, but what I'm trying to say is culturally, when people are already accustomed to
To a certain
yeah,
thing.
a
Yeah.
certain way of life,
Mm.
it now becomes a thing, and
Yeah.
it's difficult for them to see in another light. It's difficult for them to see in a different way. Now, this is where people are being told to have an open mindset,
Yeah. Yeah.
to be
Openness.
open to
Learn new things.
learn
Yeah.
new things.
Mm.
Because if you're not an open person, what you believe is actually it might not
Yeah.
really be it.
Yeah.
And while you can actually still maintain who you are
Mm-hmm.
while adapting to
To
a
thing.
different kind of person, you
Yeah.
can adapt to being another kind of person, but definitely you still maintain who you are. For instance, I am an introvert, right? Now, being an introvert means that you have to be shy. Definitely, I was shy as a young person
Stepping
growing
out.
up, yes. But after a while, I mean, over time, I had to grow out of being shy. So I may be quiet, very calculative, very, gentle, but when I have an opportunity to speak up, when I have an opportunity to talk, I'll be confident to air my voice to let people know what I think, how I feel, and all of that. So being an introvert doesn't just mean that you have to keep to your shell, stay in your shell, and you don't talk, you don't let people know what you're thinking, or you let people know how you're feeling. So that's what being different is.
Yeah. So also to me, being different doesn't warrant you to do something wrong. You shouldn't do something wrong for you to be different. So in my light,
Give
I've
me an example, please, if you
yeah.
can.
For example, you cannot disrespect somebody, or you cannot disrespect people to be different. That is not to me. That's not how to be different. So
Yeah.
being different, yeah, here is you having uniqueness in whatever you do,
Yeah.
being truthful to yourself. That's a beautiful thing. But when one has to, when one has to
Take
do the
every
wrong thing,
opportunity,
yeah,
yeah, to
to do the
insult
wrong
people.
thing, to maybe to be insultive, to be aggressive towards people, and then people will now be saying he's a different person, she's a different person.
Nobody
That
gets
that that
accolades for that
yeah,
anyways.
that you being different in such a way is not impactful.
Yeah.
So we must watch out to be different
You said a very you made a very key point there when you said being different in the wrong way does not impact anybody. I think, in fact, that should be the very essence of this whole talk, or this whole discussion that we are having. For you to be different, it means that you have to be impacting into the lives of people. It has to be that you're unique, and whatever you're doing, people are seeing you for who you are
Yeah,
in the right light.
exactly.
So if you're being different and you realize that being different is not getting you anything good, is not bringing you anything,
It's
and
not giving
then
you a good name.
exactly, and you're not touching lives with it, then that's where you know that, man,
You are not different.
you're not different. You're
Yeah,
just a very
different.
uncivilized
Yeah,
person.
or you are different in a very wrong way.
That's right. I remember an experience I had once. I was in my in school, and I had resolved to going to school from home. But due to the distance, when it was time for my examination, and I had to find somewhere close where I can be going to school, to take my exams, I resorted to, squatting with my friends. My friends in quotes, because we were not really close, but because of my kind of person, I said earlier that I'm an introverted person, so I'm not the kind of person that have a lot of friends. But in if you look at it in another way, I'm that kind of person that relates with a lot of people, but I don't have people close to me. Like, I don't
Okay.
give people the benefit of knowing me deeply,
More.
because
Okay.
yes. So I had to squat with this my friend. There were two of them. One of them was actually the one I was closer to, and I discovered that when they get to have their discussion, like girls talk and maybe jokes like that, I just seem to be,
Out of the.
yeah, out of it. Like, I don't find myself relating to their discussions, and sometimes they will make jokes and it doesn't really sit well with me, and I'll be like, oh, don't do that. I don't really appreciate it. And okay, something like that will happen like once, twice, and at some point they realize, like, they came to the conclusion that I'm this kind of person that is principled, too um tough, I'm too tight and all of that. And it it didn't really sit well with me. And to be honest, at some point we it got to a time when we got into a very serious um, um, disagreements and altercation, and it led me to moving out. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not that I'm being too, because they were looking at it that maybe I'm being mature. These are people that are of my age bracket, but then I wasn't the kind of person that was relating a lot to the things. Girls will play around, they will joke
Now
around.
let me get it straight. Now I think what happened there was now that you were not entertaining their
Yeah, they're kind of
their kind of
discussions.
like kind of lifestyle that they were having, or the
Yeah,
kind of the way they were living,
yes.
their way of life. It's the same thing when you are traveling to a different
It's
country
not
and
like they
then
have a very bad
no,
way
no,
of
I
life.
didn't
What
say
I'm
that they're
what I'm
having a
trying to
bad
say, what
life.
I'm trying to say is that they have this they have this uncut tongue. I don't know how to put it, but when someone talks carelessly. I'm not the kind of person that talks carelessly. Before I talk, I'll have to like
That's the
process.
difference.
Yeah, I have to process it. In fact, when someone makes a joke, I'll have to think about it. Is that really something I should laugh about? So it didn't really sit well with them, and because of that, we were having this friction. They thought that maybe I was being too mature for them. Meanwhile, we are in the same age bracket. So it really did cost me my closeness with these girls. Eventually, I had to move out because it felt like they didn't want me around. So
Yes,
well,
yeah, yeah. So okay, I've gotten the story, I've gotten that the picture already. What that means is that it was not that your action was out of being evil, or you were just acting so weird.
No,
It was
no.
just you being you, but they didn't really understand
Yeah.
that part of you, that you were just being conserved,
Yeah.
being so calculative in what you say and how you speak and all that.
Yeah.
So I think that was you just being different in a good way, unique to
Sure.
yourself.
Yeah.
But they failed to, to also read into how you know, what you want and how you wanted it to be. So now I just want to point out these few things before we get to wrap up the podcast. Being different will cost you a lot, even
Yeah.
when you are doing the right thing, when you are
Yeah.
doing the right, when you are being different in the right way. Because
Yes.
sometimes people may not get to accept you. You may
Mm.
get to have a lot of rejections a lot. People may not get to see your perspective
Mm.
accepted. We are different people. We have different fingerprints.
Yeah.
We think differently. So when you are trying to do, for example, if you are trying to do a new thing or maybe invent something,
Mm.
people may like look at you seeing those things as insignificant. While
Very true.
you are the one seeing the bigger picture, your vision.
That's right.
People may not see it that way, and you will be looking odd. You'll be looking so different. But since you know that you are doing the right thing, actually you know that you are doing the right thing, you shouldn't be bothered. You
Mm.
should appreciate yourself, appreciate your uniqueness,
Yeah.
and try to get better and better.
Eventually, people will get to accept you for who
Yeah.
you are. Instead of you rushing to blend in, instead of you
Mm,
rushing to belong and
yeah.
be accepted, why not just stay? As long as you have the vision, you know what you're doing, and
Mm,
it's not in the bad way.
that's yeah.
Yeah, just keep at what you're doing. Keep being you. At the
Mm.
end of the day, when the results come out, people will be the one to
The
come after you.
appraiser will
Yeah,
come.
the appraisal will
So
come.
the
So,
best thing is that you don't need to seek people validation
mhm,
for you to be different. You
sure.
don't need to seek people validation. As long as you are doing the right thing, don't wait for people to
It doesn't
validate you.
matter if you lose people. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter when you.
because people people may like want to work out your life, but as long as you are doing the right thing,
Yeah,
keep doing the right thing,
sure.
and then the brighter side will come. Don't seek appraisal, don't seek validation, just do the right thing. But if you are doing the wrong thing, and then you know that you are doing the wrong thing,
It's
you should,
time for you to
yeah,
turn a new leaf,
yeah,
try something new, keep an open mind to it, and see where it leads you.
hmm see how you can change. See if people are always telling, if one or two, three persons are telling you that you need a change, you need to change, this character is not good. Don't try to say you are different. So, guys, we have spent such a good and a beautiful time with you. And
Oh,
we just believe that we're going to see you again in the next podcast. Until then, we are saying bye.
for now. Bye, guys.
Thank you for listening to the Source Era podcast. If this episode inspired you, share it with someone. Follow the podcast and become part of our growing community. Be inspired. Stay informed. Join the era. See you in the next episode.